Okay, so we're gonna try and test this. I'm gonna go play action pass. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna call random play and I'm gonna audible into play action. So first things first, I'm gonna try hot routing my running back. So nobody bit on the play action. No, not a single person bit. No, I guess I should use the same play every time. So hold on, just to do a quick sample. So shot play. Oh, where is that? I guess I might have. So yeah, let's see. So nobody really bites on that one either way. So we got a little bit of a bite there out of that guy. So hold on. Need to pick the same defensive play. I don't know why I'm making this hard. Why did I just flip sides? I am doing this the most impossible way. Wish I got holes like that when I ran the football. Okay, there we go. Do a dime. Ooh, quarter. Dollar. Let's just start with some band coverage. So, let's see. So, nobody really bites from what I can see. On that one, regardless. We're gonna run this 4 or 5 times. See, nobody's biting, not even the safeties. I wonder if zone coverage they bite more. We'll check that out after we run this a couple more times. See, still nobody biting. Still nobody biting. Not even this linebacker who's supposed to be covering the running back, I don't feel like is biting. So, yeah, so when I do this, if anything, the linebacker gets out of position because he's going to cover this guy. He does. See, this is a problem with hot routes, I think. So you see how it goes for it? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, now I'm just going to sit here and watch you. So it doesn't look to me like it affects anything else. Apart from the one person covering that guy. And that's not life or death. So let's try. See, Mike Evans just keeps getting open on the same guy. This guy gets double covered, and the dig is kind of like half open every time. See, Mike Evans just dominates that guy every time. Safety's up above, though. But again, so let's see. I guess the only person biting is this dime quarter. So see the guy on the right? See, he comes and bites because he's supposed to be covering the tight end. Not because of anything else, so let's see what happens if I do. I'm putting Howard on that just to see what happens with that corner. See, corner's going off on that. But nobody's biting. Maybe that's just this play action call. I'm gonna try a different play action call. Oh, no play action plays in there. Okay, let's try this PA slide, and we're gonna call the same thing. It's gonna be a quarter defense, or no, dollar defense. And we're just gonna do cover 3 sky press. Okay, so see, nobody's biting. Nobody bit. Zone doesn't matter. Man zone does not matter. They did not bite whatsoever. See, got it again. See, nobody's biting. Let's put the running back in the block. See what happens. See, nothing. Nothing happens there. See, nobody to block. This is supposed to be press too, and I'm not even seeing any press animations, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, no press animations. It's weird. Okay, let's try canceling the play action. See, it just happens quick. Like, still isn't safety's biting. I wonder if that's because it's practice mode, but that wouldn't make sense. Going for it all. But yeah, so I don't think, okay, let's try this same play against the man coverage I just did and see if that changes up anything. Okay. Again, no one bites. There's the one blitzer, which is that middle linebacker. Not Quan, the other one. On the left. He's blitzing. But everybody else does not bite. And my guys don't have exceptional play rec, so it's not like that. And I would think at this point they did. Like, there should be a time that they're getting caught by the play action kind of thing. Again, see, nobody's biting. Howard releases. The corner is, the main coverage gets shifted from Atwater. So if you look, 28 is supposed to be covering Atwater. So see, on that play, he goes all the way across the field. But if I bring him into block, when they cross, Hargreaves is going to take Howard on the underneath. See? So I can't throw that. Okay, now let's try this canceling of the play action. What's interesting there is when I canceled, they flipped. So again, no real bites. But I just think it's interesting that they flipped. Like, the more the biting is to do with, if they bite, they're going to follow the guy across the field. Watch. See, Hargreaves still following Atwater. Easy completion. Boom. Not saying it was a good completion, just an easy completion. But watch, as soon as I cancel, see, Hargreaves is back on Howard. But again, nobody's biting downfield. There's not like anybody's extra open. The post is still, against this defense, going to be the breed. But yeah, as you can see, the post it doesn't matter. It's always the same amount of open. Like the receiver, the corner's right there, safety's over top. Okay, knocked it out. He was a little more open, but I'm gonna hit the X again. See, I'm just not seeing a change in coverage. Cancel play action. What's interesting is I feel like when I cancel play action, I have the biggest gaps on my offensive line. Oh, right there. Didn't cancel, but they flipped. So yeah, I'm not seeing, I mean, if somebody else wants to try it, I'm just trying to think if I have like a play action verts play. Guess I should just look up the verticals concept, huh? Damn it, why did I do that? I'm gonna start with the man defense first. So, see, no one bit. The only person who bit is the other linebacker, so we have two linebackers, one's blitzing, one's not. Even the one who doesn't blitz, he just goes into a spy. But, you know, no, I'm not seeing any big differences from the secondary on this play. So, let's run it one more time regularly. Yeah, none of the corners are kind of looking. And with the cover two, you know, shell over top, seam guys are what I'm going to want. So I'm going to put Atwater into block now. Same exact look. Howard still, you know, there's a problem with throwing those seams. They do get undercut, but I mean, it's not. I'm into block again. Try for the big one. You know, but Evans isn't biting my rookie Pagel, and that's a perfect example. If you look at the right safety, the strong safety, he has normal play rec, but look, there's no change for him. Like, he didn't take a step forward. He understood it was a pass play. But yeah, so look, audible to play action. Okay, nope, no bites, no biting whatsoever. Like, even when I just do it normally, no biting. See, boom, got the seam. Well, maybe not, but so let's cancel it. See, no, there's nothing. No bite from the corners, no bites from the safety. The only difference is kind of how the linebackers react, but still, he's just going into that spy. Just going into the spy, just like normal. Because his defender, his receiver is... Watch, the one on the left will drop into a spy. He'll see that his guy's blocking. Oh, see, he's spying the quarterback. Nothing crazy. Now, if Atwater, say, send Atwater on a little out route. He's following Atwater. He's following Atwater. But again, nothing changes. He isn't biting on the play action ever, let alone a Roberts is probably 80 play rec, I would say. See, no bite, just goes to the thing. You know, you got Evans right here. So I don't personally think that this, like, the audibling of the play action is a big change. I mean, maybe it more so has to do... Oh, I guess let me try it with zone, actually, before I make any conclusions, because I've just done this play with man. So I've done 3 different play action plays. And so... Yes. I'm going to go dollar. I'm doing the cover squeeze sky press. See, I don't even feel like they're in the press formation. See, so the safety's coming up. We got one of the linebackers automatically on a spy. Let's see. See, nobody bites on the play action. There's no biting on the play action. Try it again. Let's look at Pagel. Nope. Dropping back, dropping back, dropping back. See, everybody's dropping back. They get the little press in, and then they drop back, drop back, drop back. There is no biting. So let's try it with nope. We bail out. See, same thing, same thing. Guys just dropping back. We just got nothing. Nothing. Well, that's audible. So now, see, he's just going out to block. Need nothing. Maybe in a 4-3. So I'll switch up to a 4-3. I've only ran the dollar defense so far. Play. I believe this is X's favorite play in the game. We're just going to start with cover 2 man here. See if I can get either of the safeties to... Nope, see, drop straight back. corners probably just get beat on the press, like on a release play, but there's nothing the safeties are doing that makes me think that they're biting on the play action. So let's go ahead and audible Atwater. See, again, nobody's biting. We got one spy, 2 blitzes from the linebackers, which I didn't check, but yeah, look, it's not. You know, Evans is just chilling, trying to make the play, but doesn't because safety play is atrocious. So let's look. Yep, see, 2 of the linebackers blitz, 1 doesn't, just like as if so. I mean, now let's bail on the play action. Same thing, see, 2 linebackers blitz, safeties are still back there. There's nothing that is actually changing on the back end of this play. It just stops my pocket drop more and makes me more susceptible, I think, to getting hit. In this scenario, you know, with the shotgun one I was doing earlier, not so much. You see? So nothing. So that's the man. So let's try it against zone. And then we're going to try it against the blitz, I guess, but I'm just afraid because I'm PAMX protect formation. Gonna go 4-3 under. I did cover 2 man last time. I'm not gonna do match. I just want regular cover 3. Cover 3 weak press, I guess. Yeah, that's probably my best bet. So weak press. So let's see. Nobody steps up. Everybody's dropping back. Everybody's in their deep third. Everybody's in their responsibility. I don't see anybody biting here. Okay, maybe that linebacker right on the right side does bite. But his responsibility is also that short. So let's see, watch. See? So we'll see how far he goes upfield. But that's it. Nobody else is biting. The 2 middle linebackers are dropping back and the safety there dropping back. See? Nothing. And that guy's still in a relatively good position. The linebacker who bites. So let's go ahead and... Ooh, wrong guy. Let's go ahead and pass block with this guy. See, okay, so see, nobody even, not even the linebacker who I thought was biting is biting now. So let's do that again. So see the linebacker on the right side doesn't come up a single step once the audible happen or hot route happens. Does not come up a single step. Whereas let's replay it back. See how far he almost makes contact with O.J. Howard as O.J. Howard drops into pass block, but he doesn't. He stays off, covers his zone. So let's bail. So he's coming up, and see, as soon as I stopped, he was bailing out. As soon as I went to bail out of the play action call, so watch. See, he's bailing out already. That's the only guy I've seen so far in these tests, quote unquote, that are biting. Only guy. So let's go ahead. We're going to do an edge sting play against this. I think that's what it's called. So I formation. Oh, wrong set. That's why. PA max protect. Formation. Go 4-3 under. Edge sting. So those 2 are blitz, and the safeties have some responsibility up top, so those should be coming forward. But, oh, see, so Evans reads it. Evans knows that he's not needing to come up. He sees the run. 2 corners are left on islands. Linebackers come. The 2 linebackers who are blitzing. Blitz, see? 3rd one comes in as a spy. Pagel is dropping back to help cover deep. But even then, I don't feel like he is. He's doing that because it's man coverage, and he has... So I guess he stepped up a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm going to audible Atwater out. So Atwater's now pass blocking. So he comes in on the blitz. So that is different. I think a lot more of them came in on the blitz on that play, right? So let's double check. So Pagel definitely came up. Evans might have come up. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of more blitzes. Well, actually, it looked like middle linebacker came in and Evans was on the quarterback spy this time. I'm going to try and hold the ball a little longer to read this coverage. So So linebacker's in spy, and Evans is in a spy. And Pagel came into blitz, opposed to, let me show you. So Pagel's the safety on the right, the lighter skinned one. So let's see. See play action, and then he's bailing. He's bailing to that right side. So that is a difference we are seeing. Okay, what if we bail out? So I bail out, Pagel's doing the same thing. So that is the only instance in a man blitz set that I have seen somebody respond to differently by me doing this. See, and I want, so what if I were to put out, or let's say, swing left. Let's put Atwater on a swing left. Let's see what happens. So Evans is going to pick him up. No big deal, but Pagel's coming on the blitz. So let's go ahead and do the same to the other way. So Pagel's picking him up, Evans is coming on the blitz. So if I hot route the running back who's play actioning on this specific, so let's see what happens if I do. So I got Harline going out left, Atwater going out right. Let's see what happens. They were both supposed to be in the block for play action. There's two safeties pick him up, no spy, linebackers don't give a shit. Whereas again, regular reference. We have one quarter linebacker in the spy, another kind of safety in over top. And see, Evans started to drop back and play the deep zone too, like Pagello's been doing. Okay, let's see what happens if we just audible Harline. So Harline's supposed to get picked up by the linebacker, but everybody else acted the same, right? So let's see. So my middle linebacker, since he's not blitzing, has the fullback responsibility. Evans has Atwater. Pagel has Howard. So Pagel is reading Howard in this play, and he drops back deep. So everybody's pretty much acting the same as what they... well, linebacker doesn't go into a spy because he has a guy to cover. So let's see what happens if I do... So Pagel has Howard. So, see? So Pagel's just reading that. No big deal. Everybody else is acting normally. Evans is going to drop into like a higher spy. Middle linebacker is in a normal spy. Leaves these guys one-on-one. Gonna see what happens if I put Howard on a drag. Same thing. Now let's put Howard on that drag and have Atwater into pass block. I guarantee what's going to happen. Pagel's going to release Howard and Evans is going to take him. Pagel might blitz on this one. Oh, he didn't? Okay. But Evans was definitely up at the line. So in this circumstance, you're seeing a lot more blitzes against man look when I switch Atwater. Zone blitz, I want to say they're just going to go back to their responsibilities because I'm not. That's again, this is the only example. I mean, I'll try it on. I'll do like a play action, something else in a minute here. But so under. Let's see where I got a zone blitz lined up. Oh, so let's do this Mike cross press. So the defensive end here is supposed to be covering the deep. So that's see, but he's bailing out immediately. Oh, he kind of steps back up. Not that he's going to have a huge effect on this play per se, but so let's see what happens now. So you saw that fake, the step up that he did. There's no step up this time. There's no step up. It's just pure drop back, pure drop back. So let's bail out this time. No, see, no hesitation step, no false step. God, I wish I hate this practice mode. It's given me so much hope for this play. So again, I'm going to bail out. So the only thing I feel like I'm seeing is the second middle linebacker is hesitating. Or the second outside backer. So who's that? Tyrone Roberts. See, he doesn't hesitate when it's normal. Which doesn't make sense. Maybe he does. He takes probably like a hesitation second, but nah, he's not hesitating. But yeah, as you can see, it does not affect the zone blitz. So we figured out it's only man blitz that we've seen, and it's kind of in a regular way. So what I'm going to do now is, yeah, doubles ace. Actually, no, I don't want to do that because that's got to release. So does this one, doesn't it? Um, did I not have a play action that goes play side? Just gonna feel more comfortable going play side. So I'm just gonna do the play action boot here, and I'm gonna call that edge sting again. See how that goes for me. I presume it should eat me up, but again, so let's see. So middle linebackers in spy. Pagel comes on the blitz. Let's audible OJ Howard to this just to see if that helps me out. So yeah, Pagel's blitzing still. So I have to assume Pagel's responsibility is the running back, whereas the middle linebacker's responsibility is OJ Howard because he's sitting spying. This time Pagel took him. Try it again. So he's sitting. Yep, Pagel's got the responsibility. Middle linebacker came. Did the middle linebacker come? Middle linebacker sitting. Yep. So linebacker goes into a spy. Pagel comes and covers Howard. Evans on him. Evans and Sutton on Evans, and then Robertson on Godwin. So, oops. What did I just do? I just audibled for no reason. So we're gonna just pass block with Atwater, so everybody's gonna be flowing right for no reason. So this time, as we can see, Evans is dropping back further. So Pagel stays with him. Quan Alexander jumps on Cone here, while the deep safety, Evans, who's supposed to be covering Cone, drops into a deep, like a cover one look, and everybody else is acting normally. I mean, so on that play, yeah, that was Quan Alexander breaking that up. We're just going to run this like 2 more times. Make sure. I mean, I'm getting that free release, but honestly, for what we're trying to find out, it doesn't matter. Nobody's biting outside of, that time linebacker was in a spy, and so there's little differences that are coming up. Now, when I kill it, okay, so Pagel's for sure, and we got OJ Howard wide open. I'm not sure if that's the middle linebacker who blew that coverage. No, see, Pagel's on it again. He's not blitzing. I'm just thinking sometimes Pagel blitzes, and that might be a ratings issue. He has lower play rec. Like, I think it's sub 80. But Quan Alexander's sticking in there to spy. So I'm doing this again, just to confirm. So OJ Howard stayed in the block. Pagel came up to the line to cover him / spy. So if I did that same thing where Howard comes in, we're going to see a blitz of Pagel. But that's because he's responsible for it. So it seems like the game feels your responsibilities are different if it's a play action and they're blocking, or if it's just an audible block. But again, this could be also like a ratings thing, where guys with certain play rec are going to go off script, if you will. Like, they're supposed to go into a spy if the guy's blocking, or blitz if the guy's blocking. So, I mean, it's not a pure example, but I think this is interesting. It's somewhat eye-opening. But, do I think it's game-breaking? I do not think it's game-breaking. Like, I'm still seeing the same thing. I'm not rolling right, so I'm actually hurting myself with the angles I'm going to throw. I'm also, like, I guess I'm leaving myself less open to that blitz from the side. But I'm not actually solving the blitz. I wonder if there's a way to flip my... but, on this play, he's just going to beat Howard, and then it's free release to me. Cone's still open, though. And I've seen that on man, there's really no differences on... I mean, we'll do a quick man play. Straight man, that is. There's no differences. Zone, there shouldn't be any differences. It's not like guys are blitzing. PA boot. We're going to go again under with the cover 2 man. So Cone is covered by Roberts. Howard here by Ginn, I believe. Evans, same deal. Atwater's covered by Quan Alexander. So I'm not seeing anybody bite. So that looked pretty clean. I'm going to watch again. So Quan Alexander's supposed to be covering Atwater. He's going into that spy that we've seen all day. So what the prediction is now that I put Atwater like into a pass block, he's going to blitz. So yep, you see that? So Tyrone Roberts shed his responsibility and gave it to Quan Alexander. So Quan Alexander is now covering Cone, and then he blitzed instead of going into like the spy. So see that? There it is again. It only took like 2 steps for it to happen, but I'm gonna show it one more. I guess I could just go into the replay, huh? And then I'll run one back normally so that we have that too on file. So Tyrone Roberts has Jamon Cone. 49. Usually. So he takes the 2 steps back, and then you see Quan Alexander turning his hips because now Quan Alexander has that responsibility, and Tyrone Roberts starts coming for the quarterback hard. Okay, Quan Alexander takes the steps up. Like, you know, half step up. And then he's right there. He's running. That's awkward, but, you know, he's covering this guy. And then, is that Vladimir again? Yeah, Vladimir again, just covering this guy. Takes a step back. He's not rushing. Boom, 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 boom. You know, so on a normal play without the thing, see? So we see yeah, so even then, it looked like he passed Tyrone Roberts passed him off, but he didn't. So here we go. So Roberts has Ginn, 49 again. And so there's a little bit of a mess in the middle there. But look, there's no, you know, he takes, right there. See, right off the bat, actually, I'm seeing, look where Quan Alexander is standing. He stays parallel to this line. He does not advance past the, what would that be, the 34 or the 26 yard line? But yeah, so he's covering him, no big deal. Alexander is going into a quarterback spy here. So boom, so sees this guy's not going out, so he's going into a quarterback spy. So yeah, you can see he's what, 26, 27, but he's not advancing up. So let's do that audible again, because that actually caught my interest. So, see? Just gonna throw it to Cone. We're good. And this, I wonder if it's partly due to the logic of the AI if Atwater goes out on a route, and we'll try that next. So let's see, out. So right there, boom, right off the bat, Quan Alexander takes 2 steps up. I guess it's 1.5 steps, but it's already further upfield. But nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is biting. It's just this one guy, and I think that's the switch mechanic, if you will. But he's still covering him. It didn't really affect his coverage, you know. It's a different guy covering him, so that's whatever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put him out on a little swing, actually, not a wheel. Swing left, and see. So yeah, same thing where Tyrone Roberts is shifting the responsibility to Quan Alexander. So here we can see Quan Alexander takes the step to follow the running back, but there's a switch right there, and then you have him following Cone right there, and then out here you have Tyrone Roberts, who was initially supposed to cover Cone, out there. So it just shifts them from like a spy responsibility to a man responsibility. I'm noticing a lot when you hot route that, and then we're gonna bail. See, still that quarterback spy. None of the other responsibilities, none of the corners are biting. More so, I haven't seen a single corner bite on a play action this whole like half hour I've been doing it, so I don't know. You know, so what has me interested now is I'm gonna do a quick cover 3 Sky week, because earlier when I did it, I had a guy run up field, the Ginn, and Sky week press. Okay, so this is just the basic. So we see they're just going into their zone responsibility, and this time it looks like Ginn isn't running forward, running upfield. Let's double check that real quick. And again, this is he's might be actually in the 80s for play rec, but I don't think so. But yeah, he's just going out to his zone. Just going, unlike what we saw earlier where he was, what was he doing earlier? He kind of took a couple steps up, but still had responsibility for his zone on the deep play action. As we can see, nobody bit. See, still nobody biting. Nobody biting. Everybody covering their responsibilities. It's just a, you know, weak spot in the zone right above the outside linebacker there. So let's try it again. See, nobody biting. Nobody biting. Now I have to wonder, is that just as open when I do this play action as Mike Evans? Yeah, right there. So I mean, that's just that's not affecting that coverage at all. I'm noticing the play action isn't helping Godwin out at all. That's for sure. It's just zone, so it's softer against the man. He was not getting open at all. So let's try that again. Comeback route. It just gives me like a worse throwing lane by not rolling out, but it is what it is. Bailing. So again, and Mike Evans is deep right there. Or I say deep, it's a, you know, on the post. On the crosser, so. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything that is inherently different about the only, zone blitz. You're seeing a lot of the same things. I mean, there was a stutter step, but again, I think that might just be defensive lineman play rec / zone coverage being low. I'm not seeing anything here in this zone coverage. As you saw earlier, the man, it was like a switch in responsibilities from the spy to the blitz. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, does it affect the way the team plays? Yes. But I want to say that would be true of let's do an experiment for that then. Is it game breaking though is the question. I wouldn't say it's game breaking. So let's do a thing where I'm going to have somebody, I guess. So we saw that when I audibled my running back, I didn't like that play. Oh well. When I audibled my running back, I know what play I'm going to call actually. So let's go to, was it cover 2 man? Yep, that was what, so what I'm actually want to call is this play. So if I audible, wrong play. So let's see how the defense covers this. So everybody takes a man. It's pretty straight lined up. So it looks like Ginn gets Howard, Roberts gets him. It's all the linebackers. Evans and them don't matter. Atwater gets covered by Quan Alexander. See? So, yep, see? Nothing major, nothing major. See? Nice defensive line play. Okay. So now let's flip Atwater. I'm going to have him out swing left. I'm going to have him swing left on this play to see what kind of different... So again, same thing. So now let's see what happens if I bring him into pass block. Because he's on check and release right now. There's no blitz, so he comes in and there's the spy from Quan Alexander. But let's see what happens if I do cone. So we see that it doesn't affect Alexander's play, so I'm just putting Atwater on the straight. See, so Roberts. So it's almost just a positional difference. If the position, you know, because the safety will also do that, we found. So let's just do it like that. So yeah, Roberts just blitzes. We're going to try it with Ginn here in a minute. Ginn's the other linebacker. So we're going to go boom. So in that circumstance, Alexander and Ginn both blitzed. Which I think is the first time we've seen Alexander blitz. So let's try that again. So Howard. See, so that time Alexander didn't blitz, but Ginn did. Definitely curious. Let's try it with max protect and see what they do. So I guess the reason I'm doing this is, so they're all blitzing. If I called max protect against man, it looks like they're all blitzing. I'm going to do it a couple more times to see if Quan Alexander stays to spy one of the times. But the reason I'm doing this is to say, so it's not an issue with the play action, it's an issue with the way hot routes are read by the defense. So that's kind of a slippery slope. I think if we say, well, you can't do it because it's exploiting the... Because I don't think it's exploiting. I don't think it's breaking the AI by making a guy come into blitz when you audible a guy into pass protect. Which is exactly what's happening here. So what we're going to do here... So max protect, they're all coming into blitz. This time I'm going to have Atwater on the swing just to see if... So he passes it off to Gin. Gin takes care of him. Let's try it the other way. So this way, it should be Robert's responsibility, but Alexander might come over. And Alexander's coming over for it. So I wonder if we did that a couple times, if it would be kind of like a 50-50 split of Alexander and Gin. But it looks like they're just going to pass that off to Gin. He's got the better angle on it or something. So yeah, so let's try it with a cover 1. So let's choose new play. Because then it will be... why do I care about that? Why do I care? Because then the outside linebackers and the safeties have different responsibilities. So let's do cover 1 press, I guess. You know. So yeah, see how it goes down normally. So Roberts was supposed to have Atwater. He misread the play. Atwater went out, and Roberts came in on the blitz. But you can see that play, he's covering him. I believe that's Roberts. It may begin. Let me double check. Let's check out the instant replay for this lame-ass analysis. So here's Roberts. He's just chilling. So he flips to the cover 1 hole. So he flips. That's supposed to be Alexander's responsibility. He flips to the cover 1 hole. And Alexander takes care of the running back. And then you have... underneath that, you have Pagel up top and Evans covering the seam route. So that's interesting that that's how that broke down. Let's see what happens if... So we're going to swing left. So we have Evans on that. We have Roberts take the seam, and then Alexander take the hook zone, the robber. So that was interesting. Now, if we do the max protect, now that's really what I wanted to see. So Evans is supposed to have cone. Atwater is supposed to be covered by the left linebacker there, and then Howard is covered by the linebacker right above him. So, and then that leaves Pagel, the safety, on the right side, and then Alexander, who's got the M up top, as the cover 1 action. So they're staying. Everybody else is blitzing. Everybody else is just kind of, yep. Do it again. So we got max protect going. Everybody's blitzing. That's all that is. That's what happens when you max protect against that cover 1. Let's mess with the cover 1 and see what happens here. So we got nothing. I think Tyrone Roberts came in for the blitz because I didn't see like a spy and a cover 1 robber. Let's try it again. Oh, I forgot to change the play. My bad, I done goofed. But Roberts again switching to that hook zone on that play. Let's see. So Roberts is blitzing. See, so at that point Roberts is blitzing. Howard didn't come in, so I wonder if that means Ginn blitzed. So Ginn's sitting there. He's watching. Yep. Roberts came into blitz, and Alexander stays there. So let's see what happens when... Oop. I audible. So again, to the play action thing. So this is all kinds of funky compared... I mean, it's not wrong. It still has the 5-man blitzing. It was just done in a weirder way. So as far as I could tell that time, we'll go into the instant replay. Ginn comes in on the blitz. Ginn reads it. He's coming. Alexander takes Howard. This guy drops into the cover 1, and then Evans right here takes... Oh, Evans ends up with that responsibility. See, that's just funky. I'm wondering if that... We're going to try that again. So, yeah, so Evans gets that far side tight end for some reason. And then we have Roberts taking this near side tight end. And Alexander stays in his zone. That's really... I'm not looking at zone coverages because I have not had any issues with them versus play action today. So let's try that again. So that's... Oh, so I got a audible Atwater. So this time, so Evans doesn't have any responsibility. He starts dropping back to the deep half. Let's see if we can get that again. So this time he gets Howard. Roberts is coming in on the blitz right there. Kind of more simple stuff, or more of the same. Or it. Yeah. So I gotta play a game, but I'm just not seeing a lot. One more. Let's just cancel it. I cancel it. Gin's exposed. Gin actually bit that time. Let's try that again. Actually, Gin bit hard. So again, Gin bites. It leaves a responsibility out there. So that's interesting. I mean, again, is it game? And again, is that because of the low play rec? So that time Gin doesn't bite. I went for the fake. He doesn't bite. Roberts is blitzing. So yeah, it just seems like it's. I don't think it's abusive. I think it's just taking care of stuff. But you guys can make your own judgment. I think I've left a lot of evidence.